years, I have said one simple truth: no system built on fear at home and confrontation abroad survives forever. A government may silence journalists. It may imprison women for demanding dignity. It may crush protests. But repression is not legitimacy, and exporting instability is not strength. For more than 4 decades, the Islamic Republic has relied on 2 pillars: coercion at home, confrontation abroad. Internally, prisons, censorship, discrimination. Externally, proxies, militias, calibrated chaos. But history collects its debts. Recent coordinated actions by the United States and Israel were not simply military operations. They were strategic signals. President Donald Trump framed the message clearly: deterrence must be restored. And equally important, this is not a war against Iran as a civilization. It is a confrontation with a governing structure whose choices have endangered its own people and its region. The gray zones are shrinking. Escalation without consequence is no longer sustainable. When pressure mounted, Tehran did not de-escalate. It widened confrontation, targeting neighbors who chose prosperity over ideology, modernization over indoctrination. That was not strength, it was insecurity. The United States must protect the Abraham Accords. American interests are directly tied to the security of those who chose integration over confrontation. The Abraham Accords were not symbolic. They marked a strategic shift toward technological partnership, economic interdependence, and regional integration. The United Arab Emirates and Bahrain took real political risks to embrace that path, and they were targeted for it. Missiles and drones launched by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps struck civilian areas in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Manama. When nations choose peace and are punished, the credibility of American guarantees is tested. If Washington believes in a rules-based regional order, its defense architecture must be visible and durable. Integrated air and missile defense, maritime coordination, intelligence cooperation. Allies who choose modernization must never feel exposed. But Iran is not the regime. Iran is a civilization. Poets, scientists, entrepreneurs, and a courageous young generation. We saw it in the streets, women leading movements, students demanding accountability. Governments secure in their legitimacy do not rule through bullets. Iran now faces a clear choice: authoritarian expansionism or accountable statehood, ideological rigidity or economic modernization, isolation or reintegration. Reintegration, if chosen, will require structure, verifiable commitments, transparency, compliance with international norms. Security normalization must be earned. Economic access must be conditional. Institutional reform must be real. Regional partners aligned with prosperity can offer pathways, but not blank checks. Encouragingly, elements of the Iranian opposition increasingly speak the language of constitutional governance and peaceful transition. Among them, Reza Pahlavi represents part of a broader movement advocating secular statecraft and institutional reform. Whether change is gradual or accelerated, direction matters. Iran stands at a strategic turning point. Deterrence has been recalibrated. Regional dynamics are shifting. Domestic aspirations are rising. What comes next will not be shaped by slogans, but by decisions. Decisions in Tehran, decisions in Washington, decisions across the region. This is not simply tension. It is a structural test of governance and credibility. The objective is not chaos. The objective is balance, sovereignty, lawful order. Because the decisions made now will shape not only Iran's future, but the strategic architecture of the Middle East for generations.